I'm not pointing the finger at Russell Westbrook. He's got to play better. I've been on the record saying that if you're going to get it done, if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder against the San Antonio Spurs, you have to have a dynamic duo averaging. And I'm not talking about Westbrook Durant. It could be Westbrook Durant. It could be Harden Westbrook. It could be Harden Durant. It could be Westbrook Harden. You've got to have a dynamic duo that's averaging at least 55 points to 60 a game for you against the Spurs in order to beat the Spurs. You got to do it. You can't do that. You're not beating them if you're the Oklahoma City Thunder because they have no post presence. Now, I understand your point about Westbrook because he just shot 7 of 17 from the field, hit 2 of 5 in the fourth quarter. I wasn't enamored with him at all. I'm just happy he's okay after he fell on his face a little bit earlier. But here's the deal. James Harden, even though he hit 4 of his 5 shots in the fourth quarter, he was pretty much non-existent for the first 3. And in the fourth quarter, Kevin Durant, the 3-time reigning NBA scoring champion, who is 6'10", easy, who's got a wingspan that makes him about 7'6", who can pull up from 30 with ease. 2 shots in the fourth quarter, 2 attempts
what did I just
in the
say?
fourth quarter, 0. No. I'm not putting that on Westbrook.
Oh, come on.
I'm not putting that on Westbrook.
Who brings the ball up the floor?
Excuse me. Kevin Durant touched the ball enough to take more than 2
now, he did
shots.
have 3 ticky-tack foul calls.
I understand that, but the point that I'm trying to make to you is you are a superstar in this game. You are the scoring champion. You know, if this were LeBron James, we would be crucifying him. We would be saying, where is the clutch gene? We would be saying, I'm sorry, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Kevin Durant is not a star. He is a superstar.
Yeah,
Kevin,
I agree.
I'm going to say the same thing about Kevin Durant that I said about Dwayne Wade more than a week and a half ago when I had to call him out, okay? And which broke my heart because you know how I feel about D. Wade. You got to get it done. You got to show up and act like a star. It's not enough just to be a star. You have to act like it. I understand that Kevin Durant had 27 points. He led the game. He led all scorers with 27 points. So what? Because when it counted most, I couldn't find him. Where was he? I don't need to see that.
Whoa.
What? What do you mean, whoa?
The final score was 21-19 of this game. Westbrook took 21 shots. Durant took only 19 shots. Why is that?
Skip. I'm trying to say to you, you're missing my point. You don't get to twist my words. I understand on its face. You're looking at Westbrook and you see the numbers overall. He took 21 shots. Durant took 19. I get that. What I'm trying to say to you is sometimes you are accountable for the shots you don't take as opposed to somebody else being accountable for it. That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm not saying that you're wrong about Westbrook sometimes.
About 6 weeks ago, who blasted me publicly for calling out Westbrook? Durant did. And what did Durant say? I encourage Russell to shoot the more he shoots, the better we are. Well, there it is, Kevin. Live with that. Live with last night.
All right. Well, then, whatever way you twist it, all you're doing is
I'm
leaning.
not twisting it. I'm just giving you the truth.
Let me finish my sentence, and you'll know what I mean when I say twist. Okay. The point is that no matter what you say, you are leaning towards my point, which is Kevin Durant is responsible to some degree for the shots he does not take. It's not always on Westbrook. I told you the story about Allen Iverson years ago. Maybe I didn't tell you this. Allen Iverson and I are sitting outside Philadelphia 76ers practice facility, and Larry Brown had just been inside practice complaining about Allen Iverson taking too many shots. Allen Iverson said, how many seconds on the shot clock, Stephen A? I said 24. He said, take us about 8 seconds, we bring the ball past half court. What'd you say? I said, yeah. So that's about 16 seconds, right? He said, I get the ball and I give it up. If I give it up to George Lynch and Dikembe Mutombo and Tyrone Hill and Eric Snow, and it gets back to me, evidently you didn't want it bad enough. So fair. I got a decision to make. My point is
bad analogy. Bad analogy.
It's not a bad analogy.
That story doesn't work.
I'm going to tell you why
he didn't play with Russell Westbrook.
I'm going to tell you why.
He didn't play with Westbrook.
I'm going to tell you why. He actually was Russell Westbrook if you listen to you.
Okay, but that's fine. That's fine.
The point that I'm trying to make is that, Skip, you're not wrong. Sometimes. Sometimes it's not on Westbrook. Sometimes it's on that dude that's the superstar. That's the scoring
Could
champion.
have he shot more with the touches
You're trying to tell me he only could attempt 2 shots in the fourth
He
quarter?
encourages this.
Skippy played all 12 minutes.
He took Westbrook to the post-game interview. They sat side by side, and he uttered the statement, Russell played great tonight. He keeps trying to prop him up and say, you be co-star with me.
Skip.
And Russell wants to be the star,
Skip.
the man.
Skip, I'm saying to you,
Yeah.
even if what you're saying is absolutely correct,
It is correct.
Does that not fall on Durant? Does that not fall on him? If he go, wait a minute. How are you going to logically sit here and say, Durant, he does this all the time. He tries to prop up Westbrook. He defers. He says this. He says that. Well, isn't that what you're saying? That he's responsible? I'm sorry. That's not on Westbrook. That's on him. That's on him. Is he not a star?
I also blame the coaching staff because they're making Russell Westbrook play out of position. He's not a point guard. He wasn't a point guard at UCLA. He's a 2-guard that is forced to play out of position.
But then you can't sit there and blame him. If the coach is putting him out of position, if Kevin Durant is deferring to him, how can you blame Westbrook?
He is the reason.
He is the reason what?
He's the reason. All this dynamic is why they lost this game in the fourth quarter. I'm not going to blame Harden. You know why? He ran into a Texas tornado last night named Manu Ginobili.
And Westbrook did it? Westbrook did it?
No, Manu guarded Harden.
Yeah, but
and Harden had to try to guard Manu.
But what I'm trying
and that took Harden right out of that
What
game.
I'm trying to say to you, if you look at Westbrook's skill set, the boy's got lightning quickness, off the charts athleticism. He's got a pull-up jumper that is unrivaled, etc. But what happens is that some of the times you lay off because of his ability to get to the hole. Well, if you're the San Antonio Spurs, that's not as much as a concern because you know no matter who's defending Westbrook on the perimeter, you got Tim Duncan waiting back there for him. And that changes everything.